Dog owners, today we're going to be discussing 2 dog training tools that may be able to help you with your dog jumping on yourself or others or barking. All right. So one is called the Pet Corrector. It's about $8 to $12. It could be found on Amazon or your local pet store. And this tool here is recommended by world-renowned veterinarian behaviorist and animal psychologist Dr. Roger Mugford. He's written books, and he also discusses this tool in his book. This tool here is called a Pet Convincer. Essentially, it's the same exact tool, but in a different form. So you have the canisters, which are compressed air in a canister, and it could be used for this here. So this tool, the timing is key, and we have a ton of YouTube videos on how to do this. In those videos, you're seeing us work with client dogs, shelter dogs, rescue dogs. Being vice president of one of the largest animal shelters here in Pennsylvania, our canine manager and training or staff are trained to use these tools as well, and they come in handy. I mean, our statistics are by far lower than they ever been in any behavior issues or euthanasia, anything compared to what's in across the country. So for instance, our return rate at the shelter is lower than 8%, and we only euthanized 2 dogs in 4 years. I almost had a slip up there. 2 dogs in 4 years. Before that, we had more of a positive and force-free ideology where dogs are being euthanized almost on a weekly to monthly basis. So we're very proud about that statistic. So here, these are the tools. I'm going to show you, we're going to open this one up, and then we're going to show you how to use this. So for instance, have the tool ready, or you're catching your dog in action. So what I don't want you doing is coaching your dog to jump up on you. That would be wrong, and just wrong. Don't have your dog tell them to do something and then punish them for doing it. Because this is anything that's stimulating a dog's ears is negative reinforcement or positive punishment. Right? There's no way around that scientifically. So this would be considered positive punishment. Right? So the dog goes to jump on you, off. Dog might be startled for a second. Wait till the dog calms down. Reward with food. You're probably never going to need that again. That quick, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, you're done. What we don't want to do, and when I see in other training methods, and I have clients come to us, this is why we're booked out until November now, is they go to like this positive force-free type dog training, and the dog jumps on you and you throw treats on the ground. Dog jumps on you, you throw treats on the ground. Dog jumps on you, you throw treats on the ground. Guess what the dog did? Kept jumping on you. People want the dog off the couch. Dog goes on the couch, throw treats on the ground. Dog goes on the couch, throw treats on the ground. Dog goes on the couch, throw treats on the ground. The clients told me they did that 1,000 times. Guess what the dog did? Jumped on the couch. So guess what? This, off. Dog went off the couch. Rewarded the dog for being off the couch. Never went on the couch again. Excellent, right? So that's why the veterinarians love it. And the world-renowned veterinary behaviorists love it as well. So this tool here is the Pet Convincer. I wanted to show you the box and wrapping and stuff. It essentially works the same way. This is more of like a dog trainer's tool, where this, we have them in our retail stores that we own and our training centers. We have 3 locations. So, same thing. Dog goes to jump. Oh, I don't have I thought it came with one. I guess they don't do that anymore. Put the CO2 in here. Do not use a computer spray. If you use a computer spray, that has chemicals in it. All right, so here we go. Off. Same thing, right? Off. Reward. All right. Dogs barking. This is where I lost one of my dogs this week. So I have 7 dogs now, all adopted, all came to me just as crazy as your dog may be. If not worse. I usually adopt the really the dogs that have the more severe issues. When I say the word enough in my house, so the dogs are barking, somebody's at the door. Amazon's always at my door because of the businesses. Amazon pulls up, dogs are barking. Thank you for letting me know. Enough. Dogs stop barking. Why? Because I have 3 kids. I can't have them constantly barking and carrying on. And my kids were virtually home from school due to the pandemic. I can't have them barking either. So this is a great command to have your dogs. It means stop doing whatever you're doing. So dog barking, enough. Dog might be startled. Don't get scared if your dog gets startled. All right, that might be something that may happen. And Dr. Roger Mugford, a world-renowned veterinary behaviorist and animal psychologist, he addresses that as well. Once the dog calms down, which is probably going to be about 10 to 15 seconds, reward. And most times the dog will say, oh, okay, and then reward them once they're calmed down. And you'll never have to do it again. Now, you'll hear some trainers on here. I'm going to rebuttal. Just reward the dog for being calm. That's not the solution. It's not. Right? So, say you're speeding in your car, doing 40 miles an hour and a 25. You continually do it all the time. You're sitting home at the couch. I walk by, I give you a Dorito chip. You're not supposed to speed anymore. When you were calm, I gave you a Dorito chip. You're not supposed to speed anymore. We solved that problem. You see that? If you start breaking down the psychology, and Dr. Roger Mugford talks about that in his books, because he's a world-renowned animal psychologist. You start breaking down the psychology of it, it starts making a lot more sense. I hate humanizing the dogs, and I've trained thousands of them and been around 10,000 or more dogs in my lifetime. If you start at least bringing it, I was in the middle of writing a book called Different Species, Same Concept. So a lot of the same concepts in our own species could also be applied to the dog if you start breaking it down. So even in that example, hey, you're supposed to stop speeding. I gave you the Dorito chip while you're sitting on the couch. Start breaking that down, because they'll just say, well, just reward the dog when they're calm. You never address the problem. And that's why we're booked out until November. And a lot of my colleagues are as well. Balanced dog trainers. We're booked out. So these tools here are very beneficial. And I'm going to sum this up here before ending the video. Dog goes to jump. Off. Reward once they're calm. Dogs barking. Enough. Reward when they're calm. That's the pet corrector, Dr. Roger Mugford's tool. Enough. Calm. Reward. Dog jumps. Off. Jumps off. Calm. Reward. That's simple. Don't need the tools anymore. That's it. You addressed it. That's it. And that $8 was well spent. Well worth it. All right. And you didn't do anything psychologically damaging to the dog. None of all that stuff that these studies and all that bull crap. We have hundreds of videos and we've trained thousands of dogs. None of those problems. And that's why we videotape all the stuff. And we have all the testimonies. So let me know if you have any questions. And you can check out our YouTube videos on this. There's a lot of ways to teach a dog enough or off. This is just a way that we like using as well. Teaching the dog, again, the example of just rewarding dog while it's doing nothing. I don't really see that. And that's why they'll say they have videos where, well, I rewarded the dog all the time doing nothing. Yeah, bull crap. If they don't have videos of it, I don't really care to see it. So, all right, take care.